Texans versus the Vikings. My two boys right here, Texans fans. Let me hear y'all thoughts on that.
It's the only one for starters. He got handled in Green Bay, and it
Before
was
you
just
go,
a sight to see.
before
But
you before you go, bro, you do realize that the T in the logo stands for TCO, right?
bro, bro, you used to play for the Titans, so I mean,
Like Fort Bend, not Tennessee.
but you know where you joined. It was a Southwest Texan right down the street. But you chose them Fort Bend Titans for a reason. You wanted to represent something that meant more to you, and it was that logo, that ugly ass logo, man. But despite your love for them freaking Tennessee Titans, man, let me get into my squad, my Texans, bro. I mean, just it was heartbreaking, bro. It ruined my day, quite frankly, because there's so many angles that you can attack this game from with critique or criticism, but we just got to start with the man at top, D'Amico. What the hell are you doing? Why do we have Stingley? His specialty is man to man. If he gets cooked, nigga, he's fried. Let him get fried. But what we're not going to do is we're not gonna let Stingley play one side, let Lasher play another side, and give off coverage to one of the best receivers in the National Football League, in Justin Jefferson. Like, that's the recipe for freaking disaster. And that offense, bro, that stuffed run game that we had, that we was just, hey, we was stopping all type of running backs. Aaron Jones go for $130 on less than freaking 20 carries. I mean, just embarrassing. I mean, they doing whatever they want, when they want. O-line, I mean, shoot, we thinking Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson be in the backfield all day long the way we talk about them. Shoot, hey, talk about Jonathan Grenard and Van Ginkel. Like, those were the real MVP. And forget them. Shoot, Brian Flores is a true MVP. I mean, it was just a true humbling test from like start to finish. I mean, CJ Stroud, first possession, man, first play, throws a nice pass for a good game. What it gets neglected by a penalty, and then what happens? The play after that, first official play of the official game, tipped interception at the line of scrimmage, and it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Like, obviously, stuff like that happens sometimes. Sometimes the ball. I mean, it's been a lot of times the ball hasn't went. I mean, has went CJ way, and it was an incompletion. So obviously he get off the hook with it, but sometimes it just happens to fall into the defensive hand. But would I want to say that the pressure and the blame is on CJ? Absolutely not. I mean, if we had any bright spot, any type of encouragement from that game after that devastating loss, bro, CJ South is the truth. He is the absolute truth. He made play after play after play when he could, because that line couldn't block anybody. I know Flores' scheme is crazy. I know he's a defensive mastermind, and he realistically, is he going to get another NFL head coaching job? No, not in his wildest dreams. As long as he still got that lawsuit with the NFL, he's not touching any type of head coaching chair. He's going to have to drop all of that before he even get a chance. But as far as a great defensive mind, he is probably one of the best in the league, and his specialty is stopping the Shanahan system, which he did to a T the last week in the Shanahan system against Shanahan. So frustrated. It was very frustrated, man. I mean, Tank. I mean, we gotta find ways to get all of our receivers involved, and that don't mean just throw. Put them in the backfield. Let them get some carries. I mean, we down 2 backs already. I mean, Pierce, for what it's worth, I mean, he's not an awful back. He just doesn't fit our scheme. And then we down our main bell cow back and Mixon. I mean, the play caller was atrocious. I mean, we run on 2nd and 2, and I had Texas fans say, "Bro, what are you talking about? You go for the big chunk play on 2nd and 2." Well, I mean, unfortunately, the game ain't going our way, so we need to do something to keep something. If we see we got an 8-yard run on Akers getting back there doing a Houdini trick and double spins, run that bitch again, bro. Because the worst you can get is no game. But throwing and getting CJ head blown off on second down. I mean, like it's certain stuff that doesn't make sense. The play calls don't make sense. Larry Tunsil is the worst tackle in the NFL, and I'm playing Larry Tunsil, by the way. But you had, bro, I promise you, that flat screen television that was in that game room was going to be shattered in pieces if I seen one more piece of yellow laundry for Larry Tunsil and a goddamn illegal formation penalty. Stop calling that. Stop. Is it something Tunsil's not doing? Because it clearly he normally does that on a game-to-game basis. Like he gets his false starts. Okay, I get it. He's gonna get about 2, maybe 3 on a good day. But these are legal formation penalties, bro. Like, do we all realistically think that he just forgot where to line up all of a sudden on this Sunday? Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, the league really, and Titus Howard said in his interview right after the game, saying that this is something that they got to get cleared up with the league because obviously, like, he knows where to line up. Like, he's a pro. He's one of the best tackles in the league. He's not going to continue to keep making these mistakes, but it's something going on with the alignment that these refs all of a sudden want to enforce on the league, but it's ridiculous. Like, I think he has 10 penalties in the first 3 games himself. Larry Tunsil. Nigga, it was a 3rd and 19. CJ Stroud threw it in the – when I tell you that was one of the most beautifulest balls I've ever seen. Call back with yellow laundry all on the field. And just for texture, man, I'm sending y'all the video right now. I don't even think this is the video. I just want y'all to see this Larry Tunsil's effort that we keep giving him all this kudos for. Go check that out. Let's go check this nigga out, man. I need all my CBS brethren to pick that phone up right now. Flip that phone around. And tell me what you see Big 78 out there doing. Huh? What the hell is this guy doing? What is this? Is this second best tackle in the league? What is this? What is it? Somebody let me know what is it.
Some bullshit.
This is piss poor effort, son.
What an effort at.
That look like Omari out there blocking. Come on, man. Have some heart. Like, that don't make no sense, bro. This is annoying. Like, I can't sit out here and watch another Sunday with Larry Tunsil with 3 to 4 yellow penalties on him again, bro. This guy gets to the point where, bro, his elite level pass protection cannot make up for his freaking penalties and the yards and the plays that we gotta keep redoing because his stupid ass can't fucking get a snap count right. Like, come on, bro. Like, we're gonna be okay, but and hopefully next week, I mean, for what the looks of what Jacksonville look like, it's gonna be a shake back week for sure. But I'm not hopping off the bandwagon. I still feel very highly of my Texans, but I mean, we got a lot of things to work on if we're gonna ever compete with the likes of Kansas City's and quite frankly, the Jets look somewhat live. Jets and the Bills, but it wasn't a good sighting, man. Sunday was a very humbling experience, to say the least.
Man, that was a humbling experience that I did not expect. Bro, I came in after going to the game live against Chicago. I came in and I said,
you went to the Tennessee game
against Chicago last week.
They played
last week. Last week. Bro, I got the gear in my room.
All right, anyway, you go with your point.
Like, man, hey, you already know how I get down, but bro, I went to the game, like, in that environment, and I watched us, you know what I'm saying, do our thing to get our second win of the season. And I said it on the last episode. I said, bro, penalties will kill us. Like, penalties will be the death of us. We had 12 penalties in that game alone, and we walked away with the win because we're the more talented team. But against teams that are, infinitely better than the lack of production we're getting from the opponent side of the ball, we're not going to be able to let that slide and live to see another day. Bro, we had 11 penalties last night. We had 23 penalties in 2 games. Like, that is unacceptable. I'm going to take y'all to one possession in the second quarter that pissed me off so much, bro.
What pissed you off, man?
Bro, we was down 14-0. Kami already missed a field goal, but we was in range on 3rd and short with the chance to get points, to make this a more competitive game for our standpoint. Give us a chance. Put something on the board before halftime. It's 3rd and 4. We in field goal range. I think we're inside the 30-yard line. False start. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and 9. Lined up again. It went from 3rd and manageable to 3rd and long. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now we got to come up with a trick out of our sleeve. Like, we got to come up with a hat out of our bag. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down. But it's 3rd and 19. We just had the ball inside the 30-yard line. Now we near midfield touching the Vikings' face. And we threw it to, I believe it was Nico Collins on the sideline, incomplete. You know what's crazy? If he would have caught that, it wouldn't matter. You want to know why? Illegal formation, number 78, 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down. The only reason the Vikings didn't accept it is because we didn't catch it. We went from field goal range inside the 30-yard line to punting the ball on the face of their mascot. How does that happen with all of this level of talent that we have? Fam, you mentioned Laramie Tunsil and all of his struggles for as highly regarded of a tackle that he is. We personally think he's the best tackle in the league, not named Trent Williams. And this man here, in one game, 6 penalties, 5 in the first half, 3 false starts, and 3 illegal formations. The illegal formations, I'll give him some grace because it's like, that's a new rule they implemented. We've seen how much it affects not only us, but other teams in the NFL. So I understand the frustration and the aspect it comes from on their side, just like it is on ours. But them false starts, but that's not effort plays that we're getting penalties on. That's not pass interference. That's not, illegal man downfield. That's not intentional grounding. That's not holding, not blocking in the back, like illegal blindside. Bro, that's mental. But that's all up here. You can't get the snap count right. And we've seen those struggles. Personally, I seen them last year when we went up against the Ravens in the playoffs, where we were struggling to get him lined up and everything like that to where he could get the cadence. And we was out here struggling again. Now we're in an environment on the road and we can't seem to get things right with him for whatever reason. And I don't understand it. I don't get it because it's like it's consistent. And I got to look up top too. D'Amico Ryans, you talked about him and how he was lined up on how he was aligning Stingley and not having him follow Jetta's around and living with the results. Bro, I'm looking at this from a different perspective. If you are sitting up here and doing all of these different things in the coaching world, either you're allowing it or you're not being holding people accountable for it. Bro, we have a penalty problem. I said that it kills us every single time, and we keep getting grilled about it. As much credit as I want to give the Vikings for beating the mess out of us, they didn't get that just off of sheer willpower and everything like that. As much credit as I want to give them, we shot ourselves in the foot too many times for us to say that we lost that game. For me to not say that we lost that game more than the Vikings won it. It was horrible. I mean, we have drive killer after drive killer after drive killer, and it's just insane, bro. I don't understand. We can't get a running game going because the second we do, we have a false start taking us back. We can't establish a great protection scheme, and you think that we would with illegal formations all the times that we got that alone, and we wasn't able to have that sustainable. We only had 1 defensive penalty. I've never seen that before. 1 defensive penalty on the defensive side of the ball is where you get the most flags thrown on you, and all of our flags, for the most part, was all up here. And that's a problem. That will mess around, and if that's a lingering problem, it will grill us towards nut clenching time. Pause. Like, we got to put up or shut up. And it's like, we ain't even going to be able to have the opportunity to put our best foot forward if we keep shooting ourselves in the damn foot. It's crazy. We got to get that shit cleaned up, because if not, then what's the point? We're going to have all these aspirations for nothing.
I mean, your aspirations is y'all believe in 8. So let's start with the we stuff. But
I believe in John Mitchell.
Dude, you know, I'm talking about Will Levis, your Mayo lover. But nevertheless, man, it was a very disappointing weekend. We gonna stay back on Jacksonville for sure.